In today's episode, I'm going to share with you the 7 steps that took me to $30,000 per month with faceless affiliate marketing. These 7 simple steps took me from earning $0 to making over $30,000 per month through faceless affiliate marketing with no products, no employees, no face on camera, just a laptop and internet connection. If you're tired of guesswork, wasted time, and endless overwhelm, stop scrolling and listen closely because I'm going to reveal exactly how I did it. First off, if you're new to the channel or the podcast, I go by ODI Productions. I run one of the largest affiliate marketing YouTube channels with 280,000 subscribers. I'm also the host of the Affiliate Marketing Millionaire podcast, a top 50 entrepreneurship podcast in the US. Now, a quick backstory about me for people who are new to the channel or the podcast. I earned my first Amazon Associates commission back in 2014, and it totaled $32.06 for the month, which is not a lot of money, but it made me fall in love with the business model of affiliate marketing because I was able to earn this money passively and without showing my face on camera. I could be anonymous behind a website or a YouTube channel. So over the next 2 years, I took my Amazon Associates earnings from $30 a month to over $3,000 per month. Then I took those same concepts and applied it to my next website where I went on to earn over $1 million in affiliate commissions, as you can see here. Various different affiliate products earning multiple 6 figures. Here's a third affiliate product earning up to $3,000 per week. So when I started earning over $30,000 a month, what did I do with the money? And I'm sharing this info with you not to brag, but just to add some credibility to actually earning $30,000 a month with an 88 to 90% profit margin. Other business models, other gurus will show you really big revenue numbers, but not talk about the profit. But when you're profiting $30,000 a month or more, you can go out and do things like I did. The first thing I did was buy my dream car, which is a Porsche 911 Turbo. Here's a picture of me walking into the Porsche dealership to pick up my car. Here's the 911 Turbo after some modifications with HRE wheels. And I bought this car before I ever shared my story on YouTube or started teaching affiliate marketing or had a course or anything like that. After that, I went on to buy my dream car. This is me again with that same blue backpack. I don't know why this blue backpack is in all of these, but here's me picking up my beautiful orange Arancio Borealis Lamborghini Superleggera at this Lamborghini dealership. Did a little photo shoot afterwards here on the beach. Here is the Lamborghini, such a beautiful paint. And there is the Porsche in the background actually. Now I ended up selling that orange Lamborghini and getting this gray one, which is actually a heavily modified twin turbo underground racing Lamborghini with over 1,000 horsepower to the wheels. Here you can see this is an underground racing modified Lamborghini. This is after I put on some new wheels. And this really was my holy grail. This really was my dream car growing up, watching all these videos on YouTube. And here's a picture of the dream garage put together. You can actually see the old orange Lamborghini. There were some nice pictures that got turned into prints. And I want to stress this again. If you're new to the channel or you've never heard of this story before, I'm not sharing these things to brag. This was just my reality. When you're making that kind of profit and you're in your 20s, you can do fun things like buy all these toys. These days, I'm trying to shy away from materialism and consumerism and pushing that sort of agenda, but that's a topic for another video. That's not the purpose of this video. But I just want to share these things to show you the reality. If you're actually able to generate this kind of profit from your business, you can go out, you can do anything, you can live out all of your dreams. But now what really gets me excited is helping students to earn 4 to 5 figures per month profit with affiliate marketing, teaching the same system and methods like we have with my students here. And so these days I'm hosting weekly live stream Q&A hangout sessions. I'm actually going live tonight with my mentorship students and members of our private community, looking over their websites, giving feedback, answering questions. It's a really fun time. If you want to join, it will be the first link in the description. All right, so let's move on to step number 1 to get to $30,000 a month. It all starts with your niche. So there's a saying, riches are in the niches, but I have a modification, which is now my new quote: riches are in the sub niches in 2025. So there are many profitable niches. I have a list that I share in my mentorship program and in my affiliate starter kit of over 30 profitable niches, okay? So it's not really about some niches are profitable, some are unprofitable. Most niches can be made profitable if you have the right approach to it to monetize that niche, but you have to find the right one for you. One of the biggest mistakes is sometimes people ask me to prescribe them a niche. They say, hey, if you're just starting out and you just want to make the most money possible, give me a niche. You need to understand that if you want to compete in any of these niches, you actually have to have some kind of competitive advantage. So if I go out and tell you credit cards is one of the most profitable niches, or make money online is a profitable niche, and you just jump right into the deep end, you are not going to make a dent in that market. You're not going to get any results and you're going to get discouraged. So in 2025, I actually made it a point to add to my one-on-one mentorship an actual niche workshop. Every single time we go through the list of niches with each of my new one-on-one students, what never ceases to amaze me is how we end up on that final niche, and it typically is nowhere near what they were initially thinking of doing. And sometimes we actually come up with a niche that isn't even on the list that they provide at the beginning of the workshop. Unfortunately, there's just no way to automate the best niche for you without having someone with years and years of experience and asking, very clarifying questions that helps to match the perfect niche with you. But this step is so crucial that if you get this wrong, you're going to be behind the ball. The other tip here, which is kind of a update or amendment to what I was saying last year, was you need to find the micro niche and you need to micro niche down. But the truth is, you're not going to know your micro niche from day one. You have to let the data and the market pull you into your micro niche eventually through verified sales data and what you're ranking for on Google. And you won't have that data unless you actually go out there and do enough activity to collect the data, okay? So if you're not getting any sales data from your affiliate sales, from your Amazon associates, or from your affiliate programs, you don't know what to double down on because you basically don't have enough data to make a confident decision where to invest. And the last tip I want to say here is your first niche and website is not a big deal if it doesn't hit a home run. Focus on learning the fundamentals instead, because you can easily spin up a second, third, fourth, fifth affiliate website or brand in less than one day once you know how to do the fundamentals. And if you know how to build a brand, if you know how to get traffic, how to create content, it's easy to rinse and repeat, but you need to get it right at least one time. Even if that first website can just make $100 a month, that's still so much better than trying to go for a home run and calling it a failure if it doesn't replace your full-time income. Okay, so moving on to step number 2, which is your branding, your authority, and trust, which I'm putting all into one single step. So you will never get sales without trust first. This is a quote that I just created, and I think everybody needs to take this to heart in 2025, because right now everyone's pushing you to make sales and sales and sales and just go on to selling. But if you don't have trust in this day and age, nobody's going to buy from you or from your brand or from your website. So aim to make your brand an authority in your niche. And again, you can do this faceless by creating a brand. All of my affiliate websites have been brands. They haven't been my personal brand. I would just create a brand out of thin air that sounds authoritative and can stand independent from me, so that if I ever wanted to sell the brand, I could do that because it wasn't tied to my personal brand or my persona. And I just want to share with you, when you have trust and branding through your website template even, because this is something I'm testing in 2025, I call it Affiliate Website 2.0, the difference that it made in a single month, it basically doubled the amount of page views for my affiliate websites, and it took the bounce rate from 90% down to just 30%. So people were interacting with more of the website because I basically copied these $1 million websites, and what was their layout, what was their template, how was their content. I just copied the same thing, and it happened to work like crazy. So Affiliate Website 2.0 is going to be in that mentorship program as well, where you can just copy and paste my same setup in less than 1 to 2 hours. So let's move on to step number 3, which is data. Data is how I learned to niche down and take my affiliate earnings from $400 a month to $3,000 a month in 1 year with that first affiliate website. So you should make your goal to collect data from all of your blog posts, your YouTube videos, and use that data to make your business better and find your micro niche. When you have a website or a YouTube channel, you can get data from sources like Google Analytics, Google Search Console, from your YouTube Analytics. That data will tell you a lot about your audience. It will tell you a lot about what's working as far as content, as far as categories of content and products that people are really interested in. And only then, once you actually have enough significant data, can you actually double down, triple down, and find that micro niche so that you can really stand out from a large, crowded, broad niche and get a real slice of the pie. The issue with this is most noobs don't have enough data because you're simply not doing enough. If you have like 3 blog posts and it's been 6 months, like that is nothing. That's rookie numbers. So most people don't get to that 20, 30, 50 blog posts on their website to get a good amount of data. Or if it's YouTube, maybe they do a couple videos and just disappear. You need to stay consistent if you want to collect data, if you want to actually grow and gain that momentum. All right, so moving on to step 4, which is the hardest problem that most people face, especially beginners, which is how do you get high quality, targeted traffic that's actually going to convert and make sales? So traffic, how do you generate traffic as a newbie with no followers, no following, no social media? And the answer is SEO and YouTube. Those are the 2 biggest traffic channels for affiliates in general, but especially if you're a newbie. So what I do is I create online real estate to show up on the other side of high purchase intent keywords. An example would be like Ninja Creamy Review. What is online real estate? If you have a website with a blog post that is a Ninja Creamy Review, or you have a YouTube video that is a Ninja Creamy Review, both of those count as online real estate because they have a chance to show up when somebody searches those exact words, Ninja Creamy Review, or maybe some variations of that phrase. These are people who are already thinking of buying the Ninja Creamy ice cream machine. You're just showing up on the other end of that to help nudge them towards finishing the sale, getting a commission through that process. And it's online real estate because once you build it once and you publish that video or that blog post, it's there on the internet to stay forever. Now, obviously you want to maintain it, you want to update it every single year, but you own a piece of that Ninja Creamy sales that's coming in every single month. If it's selling in the thousands, maybe the tens of thousands for some of these products, you actually get a chance to earn a percentage of all those monthly sales because some of those consumers and those customers are coming through your website or your YouTube video to Amazon to purchase that, and you're getting those commissions. Now, I've talked about YouTube a lot, but YouTube is really the 80-20 in 2025. It's just because there's less competition. There's so many websites and there's so many blog posts because those are relatively easier to do, but YouTube can be such a game changer, and you can do YouTube faceless in 2025. There's so many ways to do it. You can do it with AI voiceovers. You can just simply do it by focusing on the product and just using your hands, which is what I've done for over 10 years. You don't need to be on camera because at the end of the day, people actually don't care about you. They care about the product. They care about whether it's a physical product, whether it's a software. People don't actually really need to see you in your face, but what you need to do is you need to give off a sense of authority and credibility and trustworthiness, even if you're not showing your face. And in fact, more so, if you're not going to be sharing sort of like an actual human on screen, you have to explain to people in the beginning why they should listen to you. All right, so moving on to step number 5, which is so crucial, which is reinvesting. This is where things actually start to get fun with your business, because once your business starts to generate a few $100s a month or $1,000 a month, this is how the rich get richer. You can take that money and you can simply reinvest to make your business go faster or to gain even more competitive advantage. Because let's say everybody is complaining about not having products. How do you get your hands on the products? Well, if I don't have the product, nobody starts out with all the products. Trust me, I didn't start out with all the products. When I got started on that journey for Amazon Associates, going from $0 to $3,000 a month, I was finding really scrappy ways to make content. I would research all these things and I would make content without the product in hand and still get sales. I was still providing a value and a service by doing all the research for these products. I just didn't happen to have them on hand, but I could still help people make purchase decisions. But once the business starts to earn, let's say hundreds to maybe $1,000, $2,000 a month, you could actually take that money. You can go out and pretty much buy any product in your niche, in your category. And I do a little bit of this affiliate arbitrage where I'm able to buy products for way, way cheaper than brand new. I never buy products brand new. I can buy them used and I can also sell them back on the market used, but not until I create my online real estate for that product first before I give it back. So that is just one slice of how we're being resourceful and scrappy about this. But at the end of the day, the rich get richer because as we get more and more income from our business, we can simply just expand our empire. Moving on to step 6, which is where things really went from $3,000 a month to over $30,000 a month. And that's moving from low ticket to high ticket affiliate marketing. So what I did is I took all those learnings and the fundamentals and the skills that I gained from my $3,000 a month affiliate website, and I created a second website in a much higher ticket niche where the commissions were basically 10x what they were being paid in the first niche. And one important note here that a lot of beginners are going to completely miss is they're thinking, okay, if that is where actually the biggest jump in income came, why don't I just start with the $30,000 a month niche and just start there so I can get the same results? The competition in this other niche was much higher, but my skills that I got from my first website were also higher and ready to compete at this level. If you don't have the skills, you're not going to be able to compete in this crazy, competitive, super highly profitable niche, because if something is super highly profitable and there's a lot of money, you can bet your bottom dollar that the most competitive high performance affiliates are also going to be competing in that niche. It is going to be a red ocean. So my advice is don't rush into high ticket as a complete newbie because you're going to get discouraged very quickly. It's better to learn in a more low risk, kind of like a fun environment than it is to jump right into the deep end with the sharks. All right, and finally, step number 7 that will take you to the moon is automation and scale. So the first step with automation is email marketing. So once I got a consistent flow and I had this funnel of traffic where I have online real estate that's showing up for so many different keywords, I'm getting that traffic, I'm converting them to sales at a high clip. I added email marketing to nurture those customers and upsell them into even more products on autopilot. You do this by providing a free lead magnet or a 5-day email course or video course. And that free lead magnet will get people to sign up. You'll be sending them emails on an email sequence that's completely automated, completely hands off. You're just going to be waking up to affiliate commissions every single morning because your machine, this passive income machine, is doing all the selling for you. But again, if you don't have the data to know exactly what your market wants and what's the exact sort of messaging that they need to push them to the finish line, you can't create like a 5-day email sequence that's going to convert on a high clip. You need to get the data so you know exactly what the customer journey looks like start to finish. And lastly, I talk about SEO a lot, but I actually invest lots of money into paid ads to pour gasoline on the fire on an already profitable, through organic SEO, funnel. If you don't have a profitable funnel where you know for a fact that this actually converts customers, it gets sales, if you just start with paid ads and you're not actually building that online real estate through your organic SEO content, through blogs and through YouTube videos, which is free, by the way, so you could learn in a free way. If you're running paid ads, the problem is that one, you just don't know if that actually even works or if that's profitable. And even if you are able to get sales, you're not sure if it's going to break even, if you're actually going to be in the green. And then third of all, you're actually not building online real estate because you can't sell a business where all you're doing is running paid ads to get sales. You can't sell that to someone else because it doesn't have online real estate. Like, it doesn't have a domain with domain authority. It doesn't have consistent monthly income. The moment you stop running ads is the moment you stop getting sales. Whereas with organic SEO, if you have tons of YouTube videos, tons of blog content, you can literally take a 1-month vacation. It's going to continue to earn money and commissions every single day without you actually working on it actively in real time. And the last point I want to add here is I also have retargeting audiences from my visitors to the website, to the YouTube channel, to the email list. I can use those audiences to run way higher targeted paid ads that's going to have a higher ROI than running paid ads to completely cold traffic. So those are my 7 steps to $30,000 a month with Faceless affiliate marketing. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below letting me know. Again, if you are interested in one-on-one mentorship to help take you to 4 to 5 figures per month with affiliate marketing, this is something that I love coaching, I love mentoring, and I'm going live tonight so we can hang out with the community. I would love for you to be a part of that. Make sure to check out the first link in the description so you can learn more about what's included, and you can even sign up today and we can get started. Catch you on the next video.